funky.
How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I've got some much awaited Lincoln content that has not been on the channel in a while. Specifically, my 97 LSC has not been on the channel in a while. I just, you know, life happens and I don't have time for my toys. Not only that, this car has been needing some much needed work. About 6 months ago, it developed a misfire that I just really don't have time to track down. I replaced the spark plugs about a year ago, so I didn't think it could be that. I replaced the ignition coils, all 8, about a month ago. No change. I'm about to change all 8 spark plugs because maybe, just maybe, they went bad. The valve cover O-rings that go into where the spark plugs are, they leak oil down in there. I removed the spark plugs, let the oil drain back into the cylinder. Thinking hey, maybe that's what was causing the misfire. Started the car back up, nothing changed. So then I changed the ignition coils, nothing changed. I could probably get away with just cleaning the spark plugs and seeing if that fixes it. But I'm just going to go ahead and change all 8, see what happens. I honestly think the car is having an injector issue, but I'm going to try the small little things first, one step at a time, to see if that fixes it. I just recently bought a 2017 Mustang GT that you can check out on the channel, and I've been spending all my time and money on that, and none of my time and none of my money on either my 94 or my 97. But I really want to get these cars back on the road because I miss driving them. There's no other car that I've owned out of the 10 plus cars that I've owned that just have the feel of the Mark VIII. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and change the spark plugs. And hopefully that fixes the issue, but I honestly think that this car is having an injector issue. But fingers crossed that I can just change the spark plugs and she runs good again. We need this beautiful 32 valve to run good again. Oh man, I love this car. I've spent more money on this car than this car will ever be worth. Whole custom exhaust system, had the car tuned. I put a touchscreen double din head unit in it, speakers. Just stuff that a 17-year-old would want to do to his car. But other than that, anybody who's new to the channel, yes, this is my 97 LSC. It's got about 105,000 miles on it. It's in, other than the Misfire Issue, near mint condition. I mean, this is about as near mint as condition as you will ever find one of these cars. It has the super rare optional Octastar wheels. The rear neon does work. It is in fact a true LSC with the, it has an LSD rear end with 327 gears. This car has every single option that was available in 1997, except for the center console phone. It's the only option this car does not have. It has the optional heated seats. The tilt steering wheel does still work, but it does not go in and out, it only goes up and down. Auto headlights still work, everything in the center computer still works. The sunroof is fully functional. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. Anyone who's ever done spark plugs on one of these old 32 valves knows this is probably one of the easiest cars to change spark plugs on. If you're thinking on a stranger, there's one coming home. No more late nights. Fucking bitch, come on. Please don't be an injector issue. Bam! Now, I typically only use Motorcraft parts specifically, but in this instance, this is all the store had, and I really just want to see if this will fix the issue, so I got whatever they had. This Autolite double platinums. Now, when you buy spark plugs, you always want to check the gap. They tell you that they come pre-gapped, but half the time the gaps are off. So you always just want to check it. If you don't know how to use one of these, you just kind of take it on this thing, you slide it until you feel a little bit of resistance. And you see this one's at 0.53. It's supposed to be 0.54. See if we can't get a little millimeter out of her. So then you take this little hole right here and you kind of put this in here like a bottle can opener. And because these are platinum, you want to be really, really careful. And you ever so slightly. Check the gap. 0.54. Yep. So this one's gapped pretty good. This one's accurate. We're going to go ahead and put this one in the car. And we're going to check every single one as we go. Alright, so we've got all 8 spark plugs out of the car. They've definitely seen better days. I mean, they're not too terribly bad, but yeah, they've definitely seen better days. Update on the Lincoln. Change the spark plugs, no change. That just means I'm gonna have to do an injector job on this car, which isn't too hard. It's like 2 8mm bolts on each side and they come right out. It's pretty straightforward. But I was really hoping I could avoid doing that, but that's the way it goes. I got her out in the sunlight. Oh man, I haven't driven this car in almost a year, and I sure do miss it.